Bear caught that ball. It landed at the 15-yard line. He was lined up at the 12-yard line. He tried to wave it off, but the crowd noise was so loud. Wes Welker has to come up and try and make a play on that ball because those guys don't know where that ball is going to land when they're trying to block for it.
It was recovered by Nate Ebner, who has the football after it bounced off of Tony Carter. Carter was being blocked by Marquise Cole, and then it hit Carter on the right hand, and Ebner out of nowhere bouncing in to grab the football at the 13-yard line of Denver and now New England with 3:01 to go in the overtime, a chance to win it.
But once again, you do not back away from that. You try and make the fair catch, which he could have easily.
And a timeout taken by Denver to try to just get their bearings right now. Obviously, Gostowski field goal range, it's a given right now. They're at the 13-yard line. This is easy range for Gostowski and the Patriots with 3:01 to go in the overtime. And a huge special teams mistake by the Denver Broncos have a chance to the Patriots to win this game in the waning moments of overtime.
And Wes Welker, who probably had this game circled on the calendar the day that the schedule came out. He said, the day I get to go back to England. He has the concussion last week, cleared to practice in midweek, cleared to play at the end of the week. Makes a decision to move away from the ball, to try and yell out poison, poison, or whatever they're called. But to make the fair catch is really the decision that
and it's two guys, one the decision by Welker and the other Tony Carter, who has not been active for several weeks. A guy who's been a healthy scratch the last couple of weeks after missing some time with an ankle injury. And the former Patriot, Tony Carter, commits an error here in Foxborough that may give his old team the win over his current team. Shane Vereen in a heavy set lines up, and Tom Brady will just take the snap, moves to the middle of the field, and buries himself in the pile at the 14-yard line. And now, on comes Stephen Gostowski. Gostowski, who is perfect with 21 straight field goals converted, trying to win it as we check in with Hub Arkish. What's he kicking with right now, Hub?
It is currently swirling, but appears to be from his left to his right across the field, in addition to at his back.
32-yard try for Stephen Gostowski for the win. Ryan Allen, the holder, and a timeout taken by Denver to try to ice Stephen Gostowski on a night in which icing anyone should not be difficult to do, because most of this crowd and most of this broadcast booth have been on ice for hours, it seems. 2:21 remaining in the overtime. And a night that started with errors by the Patriots could end with a win for the Patriots after a Bronco error. And now the offense is coming back on the field for the New England Patriots.
What's this about?
So forget that kick for the moment. And the offense is back out there.
Yeah, which is a little bit of a surprise to me, but right now you have second down. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you just want to extend the game a little bit.
So Brady will just take a snap and lean forward to the 13-yard line, which would set up now a 31-yard field goal, but they're just going to run that clock down a little bit.
Well,
you know, they might want Denver to use up their timeouts just in case they miss it.
You want to give the Denver Broncos as little time on the clock as possible.
Now, certainly on third down, you're going to kick the field goal, correct?
Yeah, I hope
I would have kicked it on second down. Let's get out of here. Come on, boys. Let's go out there and kick the field goal.
Let's see if Denver calls another timeout.
Has any timeouts left?
They can go to delay a game and go back 5 yards. It ain't going to hurt them.
We've reached the 2-minute mark in the overtime. So the 2-minute warning in overtime stops the clock. 31-31, Denver and New England. New England Patriots trailed 24-0 at halftime, the largest halftime deficit in Bill Belichick's coaching career. And it chance to come all the way back and win it.
I'm sitting in a fucking
On a
cold
night
car.
in which the temperatures have never been near the freezing mark. They've been well below. Tom Brady's biggest comeback for a win could happen right here.
And when you're playing in a game and you get a lopsided score, you try and stay in the moment, whether you're on the upside or the downside. And for the Denver Broncos, I'm sure there are a few players whose minds, for just a fleeting moment, flash to next week when they're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs, who had a heartbreaking loss at home to the San Diego Chargers today, and they think, well, we've got a game up on them. Because now you look at it, and obviously, if this field goes through, they're sitting there at 9-2.
Patriots 8-3.
Patriots are 8-3, making some hay, and you know what looked like a road to the top seed could end up being a road to the number 5 seed in the playoffs.
You're talking home field advantage all of a sudden opens right up, especially when you look at the schedule for the Patriots. Houston, Cleveland, Miami, the next 3 games, all games in which the Patriots will be prohibitive favorites to get the wins. But first things first, Stephen Gostkowski must kick a game-winning field goal. 2 minutes to go in the overtime. 31-yard try. Stephen Gostkowski with Ryan Allen, the holder, middle of the field. Good snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. And the New England Patriots, with the biggest comeback in franchise history, as Stephen Gostkowski's 31-yard field goal gives New England a 34-31 come-from-behind victory in overtime.
Wow, what did Mike say? 32-31?
What a ball game. What a night. What a Brady Manning 14. And this one goes to Tom Brady once more. Once again, let's head down to the field and join Hub Arcus, who's standing by with one of the players who got it done, brought to you by Grainger for the ones who get it done. Hub?
Kevin, thank you very much. I'm joined by Rob Gronkowski. And Rob, at halftime, what was the mood? What were you feeling? What were you thinking? What were you guys talking about in the locker room?
Yeah, the first half was terrible as an offense, and we just got to play better in the first half. That was brutal, but we just said let's start a new game. Don't look at the scoreboard, play one play at a time, and just keep doing what we got to do, and just take one play at a time in order to come back. And it was successful, and our coaches did a great job putting us in position to make a comeback.
Wind, obviously, a huge factor by your decision to kick in overtime. How much did you notice it during the course of the night in the passing game?
What's that?
How much did you notice the wind in the course of the night in the passing game?
The wind is brutal, but it's on both sides of the ball. So both teams are playing it, and you just got to adjust to it. And you've done it many times, so it's really nothing new. And it was just a great game overall, and a great kick by Steve to win the game.
Rob, after your touchdown, you and Tom had a rather animated conversation in the end zone. Can you share any of that with us?
What's that?
After your touchdown, you and Brady had a rather animated conversation. Can you share that with us?
It was just a little emotion showing between me and him. We were both very happy. It's a play we weren't going to lie, and it was a great throw by him.
Congratulations on a great ball game. Guys, that's Rob Gronkowski. We'll send it back upstairs to Kevin and James.
All right, Hub. Rob Gronkowski, one of the players who got it done tonight for the Patriots in their 34-31 overtime win over the Broncos. Grainger salutes the ones who got it done on the field with over 1 million products and multiple ways to buy and get what you need when you need it. Get it, got it, good. Grainger for the ones who get it done. James, this was quite a night here in Foxborough. It started out with a lot of discussion about the cold and the wind. The wind playing obviously a big role all the way into the overtime when the Patriots won the toss and elected to give the ball to Peyton Manning, and Bill Belichick's gamble paying off, but it needed a little help, and that help came in a special teams breakdown late from the Broncos that gave the Patriots the chance to win the ball game.
Well, it's funny, when you are coaching, you try and preach to your players, don't worry about the scoreboard. Just look at it at the end of 60 minutes, because that's the only time that it's really important. Well, at the end of 60 minutes, we were tied up. And for the New England Patriots, to their credit, you heard Rob Gronkowski say, we were horrible in that first half. And we said, let's start a new ball game, and let's play one play at a time. And that's about all you can do. Now, all the things added up well for them, because they had some big plays offensively. They capitalized on mistakes and turnovers that the Denver Broncos committed in the second half. So you must give the New England Patriots credit. They lost a heartbreaking game last week on Monday night to the Carolina Panthers on a controversial call at the end of the game. They put that behind them, and they were able to move forward sluggishly in that first quarter when they were down 17-0 and then being down 24-0, but just enough to finish out the first half and to kind of get them back into the ball game.
Gostowski's kick completes the largest comeback in Patriots history. Took them an extra period to do it, but they got it done 34-31. The final in Brady Manning 14, Tom Brady gets the win, as do the Patriots, 34-31 our final score. When we return, Scott Graham rejoins us with the Subway post-game report. Wake up, Scott. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
And that's the name of that. Congratulations, Mike. Great game.